This is my next sewing challenge. This is not my style. I look like a snowman, a snow woman. I'd never wear this out again. I wore it once to a wedding. So I've been looking and thinking I'll probably cut it from here to the back. That's my main change for today. See how we get on. So my self-doubt is really kicking in. You can't do this. You're just going to ruin a coat. But I'm not wearing it at the moment, and I have got sewing skills. That's my rational mind. And then I'm just gonna feel the fear and do it anyway, okay? Let's do it. So I'm laying it out on the floor. I already know I'm gonna cut it from here and to have it longer at the back. I'm gonna have to cut this off camera because it's too nerve-wracking. Cut that much. I haven't got the guts to cut it there, so I'm going to give myself more room and cut it further down. And also it gives me more of an idea of what style I want to make it into. So I've cut one side. Here we go. I'll cut the next. Oh! Feel the fear and do it anyway. Woo! I do want it longer at the back, so I'm just going to an extra curve at the back. Oh, I think it looks better already. Let's have a look. Here it is. I'll cut it. What do you think? There. Done it a bit longer at the back. Just need to sew it. I know I want to do some other bits and pieces to it too, so we'll just see how we get on. Due to this material, you get away with hand stitching this. Just with a basic hand stitch, and then I'm just folding the inside just to give it a nicer finish. But to do that, I am going to pin it in place before I start sewing. This is probably going to be a bit more time consuming, basically. I don't know if you can see that. Literally pinning this into place. So I've done all the pinning, it's ready to sew, but I'm going to try it on first just to make sure it's sitting right, because that's really important and I can do any alterations then. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just going to get sewing. Woo! That's the beauty of repurposing clothes. You get to be creative in your own right. You know, I know that I can't really wear white. It's too boring for me. So I have to add my own take on it. So this is how I'm going to do it. I measured this so it's the same on the other side as well. I'll just put these on now. I'll pin them in place, ready just to make sure they're in the right place. And then I'm going to sew them on. Well, this is the finished look of the coat. This is me a week later. This is finished. Well, it's not finished. I wasn't happy with this and I gave myself some time, so I've got a result. Basically, what I'm going to do, I've got 2 buttons left on here. I'm going to make a buttonhole here and sew the button on there, so I've got a nice 3 buttons, and I'm going to put some of this green across the pockets as well. I think that'll finish it off nicely. That with the design, I think, and then I think I'll be happy. So I've buttoned it up so I can see, and then I just literally want these buttons in the middle of those. So I think that's where I want that to be. So I'm going to sew this one in place. Right, I've sewn that in place now, so I just need to cut. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but right. So basically, no, that button's there. It's the shape of the button. And then I need to follow this through I'm gonna go cut. It's gonna be a bit tricky. Cut it is giving. It's just you need a bit of patience. Right, I've got the whole. Right, perfect. I mean, if you want to, you can measure it if you're doing this yourself. I just like to do it by eye because that's how I work. Sew that and overstitch all around the buttonhole. I can check it in here and see if that fits. Perfect, look. So I've got to sew the button, but I'll do that in a bit. I think I've finished and I'm happy with my reconstruction. Shall we have a look? This is when you tell if it's the real deal. Right. Oh my god, I'm going to do it up first. Before I start criticising. Oh, it's so much better, don't you think? It's all in the little details. Oh, all in the little details. Tell me what you think in the comments below.